This is giving me nostalgia. So you remember that keyboard? That was the G512 SE. This is actually the G512. The G512. It's got RGB for that. And if I remember, I got that one refurbished from Amazon. I can't believe it. So I went just for the special edition refurbished. Well, I could have just gotten this one refurbished as well. Yeah, that's my old keyboard, which I had to donate because there was a problem with the spacebar here. Because what would happen? Oh, disconnect. What would happen is that if I keep pressing this side, this part here will lift up. It didn't do it on the other side. It did on this side. But I think it's just because since I got it refurbished, it had a retention bracket issue. So that's probably why. This one's brand new, so it's not going to have that issue. So, still the same clicky switches, but I have changed the Windows key. I don't believe it. So, I almost forgot what keyboard I had, like when I first, the first keyboard I actually got. But after seeing this video, it was this keyboard, the G512 SE. But this one here that I got 2 days ago, is a G512 Carbon. It's saying what switches are in here. But one thing that I did not, one thing that I can't believe is just was how much time has passed with keyboards. So I first started off with a clicky keyboard, as you can see here. Well, not this one, not exactly, let's see. Then I went for a brown switch, Cooling Master keyboard, which I had to throw out because I couldn't fix the issue because it was water damaged. Then I switched over to the red switch, actually the speed switches, then to the red switches, and then to the brown switches again with the other keyboard I still have. And then I got my Korean keyboard, which had lubricated red switches. And then my Corsair keyboard, which had lubricated red switches as well. This one has clicky switches. So if I take this keycap off, it's a blue switch. Blue switches are normally the clickiest. Red is linear. Brown is silent. There's also silent reds, silent browns, I believe. There's blacks. There's many switches that you could choose from. But this one was from Target when I got it. So it only comes in the clicky switch. But you can, I believe you can get this with linear or tactile switches. But this is taking me back, this clicky keyboard. It's taking me back, listen. Yeah, it just takes me back from when my first keyboard used the switch. I can't actually believe that. Yeah. But I can't believe it. This keyboard is literally the same keyboard that I got the first one I got, except that one was a special edition and it didn't have the RGB lights here. I did not even realize there was that this one here had the RGB way until I actually saw a display version of this in demonstration mode, which I already showed you how to do before. But yeah, I can't believe that. Yeah, it's on colorway right now. Let's see if I press this. It's on Windows 10. Yeah, I have a Windows 11 key, so it's a bit cursed. But oh well, can't be bothered about it. But to see my old keyboard on video, I can't believe it. I guess I'm gonna see if I could find it again. Yeah, right there. That was the keyboard. So exact one, except the lights here were just white, simply. But it also did have USB pass-through, which is pretty nice. So how USB pass-through works is that if you look on my computer, this is for the USB pass-through. Since I don't have anything plugged into it, since I don't have it plugged into any device, if I plug this meter into it, it's not going to do anything because it's not connected. So yeah, and this tester does work. So if I go ahead and I actually take it off my MagSafe charger I have on here. If I plug this into my computer, you will see that this thing will turn on. See, it's just that since the pass-through port is not connected, there's no power going to it. The pass-through thing is kind of nice to have when you have a PC, so that if you want the mouse to be plugged into the USB port on the back, but you want to have the signal to always be strong, you can actually have the pass-through cable plugged into the back of the PC, and you can just literally just use it from here. It's very, very, very simple. Very, very simple. And one thing is that it seems like it's only Logitech keyboards that have USB pass-throughs. It seems like it's only Logitech keyboards that have it. All other keyboards don't seem to have it, like the Corsair one and the Cooler not all other keyboards seem to have this pass-through feature on most keyboards. Logitech seems to always have them mostly on the keyboards, as you can tell. So when it's connected, it means you can connect your wireless receiver into here, and it will work. However, one thing I'm a bit annoyed is that I wish Logitech had this port be USB 3 and this port here USB 3, so that when you plug it into the computer on the USB 3 port, you can plug in the flash drive into here and have blazingly fast speeds. But I think the only reason they did USB 2 is because they expect you to plug in a mouse to this port. They expect you to plug in a mouse, not a flash drive. So that's probably what they intend that port to be used for. And it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it. So yeah, and also if you're noticing right here, so you can see that this video was when I was in my old apartment. But I'm now in my new apartment, so everything looks different. So yeah, and that's when I still had the Windows 10 key because at that time keyboard manufacturers have not updated to the Windows 11 key, and also I don't think Windows 11 was actually out at the time. So, but now since it's out, most of the keyboards now have this key, and this one came from a Razer keyboard. So you can get this online now if you're lucky enough to get this keycap, because you could then put it into your keyboard, replacing the Windows 10 key. So yeah, to update your keyboard, and I sure hope that after Windows 10 and supports, Logitech will actually put a Windows 11 key on it, official one. That'll be annoying if they don't, and just stick with Windows 10 key. So, yeah, but yeah, this keyboard kind of gave me some nostalgia with that clicking sound. Hope you guys enjoyed.